What's up guys, Chris here with Strength and Steel Reviews, self-proclaimed adjustable dumbbell expert and a certified personal trainer. So I've reviewed a lot of adjustable dumbbells, like an unreasonable amount. Seriously, look at all these things. I mean, with a few exceptions, I've trained with pretty much every major set out there. So I figured it was time to actually put all this experience to use and build a list for you, because right now, there have never been more adjustable dumbbell options to choose from, and yeah, it can become quickly overwhelming. Hopefully this list helps you cut through the noise and make a more informed decision as we wade further into the new year. Let us begin. Okay, quick disclaimer up front. This list is my list. I'm here doing my best to be as objective as possible, but at the end of the day, these are indeed still my opinions. Different reviewers with different lists are going to tell you what they believe is the best this or the best that, but ultimately, utility is subjective. Everyone values different things: speed, durability, feel, price, and that's where reviewers like me come in to offer perspective. I'm not trying to be polarizing here, I'm just trying to be honest. That said, if any of the sets that we mentioned today do interest you, I'll include links below in the description. Purchasing them through there supports the channel, and obviously I appreciate that. And if you disagree with any of my choices, as some of you inevitably will, please let me know in the comments. I'm sure there'll be some spicy ones down there after this. But okay, we've got 7 total categories today, so if you want to jump around, I will timestamp them all below. I've also reviewed each of these sets independently, so I'll provide links below for each individual review if you want to check those out. At the very end of this video, I'm going to reveal my favorite set of adjustable dumbbells for 2026, and that will be subjective. You might not like my choice, but that's okay. Okay, first up is the beginner-friendly category. To me, a beginner-friendly set should be affordable, diverse in weight range, easy to use, and quick to adjust. I think the NordicTrack 55-pound select-weight adjustable dumbbells check all of those boxes. No, they don't use Core Home Fitness's wrist-style adjustment system, but they do offer 2.5, 5 and 10-pound incremental weight jumps that you can change with a simple slide selector. And yes, it is very easy to use. They also have a knurled handle, which is very rare at this price point and not something to be taken for granted. And they don't have a cage around the handle, which many people, like myself, do not like. Both of these elements allow the NordicTracks to feel a bit more like traditional dumbbells, which you might find at a commercial gym, which for many first-time buyers is undoubtedly going to be a comfort. And they cap out at 55 pounds, where most budget sets are going to cap out around 50 pounds, which, trust me, does make a difference. You gotta take weight where you can get it at this price point. And of course, they're extremely affordable. More affordable than ever before, strangely enough. They typically hover around $300, sometimes creeping closer to $400, but lately I have been seeing them pretty consistently on sale at that $300 mark, which is excellent value. If there is to be a runner-up in this category, I would say it is the Core Home Fitness adjustable dumbbells. They have that wrist-style adjustment system, which is extremely beginner-friendly, and these two are very well priced, though the rubber handle and this sticky cradle generally keep it behind the NordicTracks for me. Okay, next up, the set with the best adjustment system. And for me, the TrueLaps take this category. Let me tell you why. Well, to start, they have a wrist-style adjustment system, which I think is the most attractive adjustment system of all time. It's fast, it's intuitive, and well, it's just awesome. And what's more, the TrueLaps offer 26 different weight increments without relying on any micro plates, any adder plates. Let me say that again. 26 different weight increments, which is essentially 26 different pairs of dumbbells. And every adjustment is already contained within the design of the dumbbell. It's amazing. The 8592s start at, yes, 8.5 pounds and reach all the way up to 92 pounds. The handle is also knurled, which I think is nice. It's a bit passive, but personally, I don't mind at all. Now, I wouldn't drop them, but in my opinion, most people don't drop their adjustable dumbbells as often as they might think they will. It's really accidental drops that you need to be worried about, and these can certainly handle a drop or two. Just try not to make a habit of it. And probably best of all, these things are so fairly priced, sitting at just under $800 at the time of this video. I mean, that's marvelous when you consider the weight range, the number of weight increments, and the wrist-style adjustment system. If you can't tell, I'm a big fan of TrueLaps. I was tempted to squeeze them into the upcoming category, the best value category, but if I don't include this next next brand, someone is going to watch this video, then find my address and probably hunt me down, and I've got a family to protect. So anyway, check out the TrueLaps. They are awesome. All right, so the best value category goes to the PowerBlock EXPs. And I'm not just saying that because I'm afraid of somebody trying to hunt me down. They really are great. They typically hover around $400, but definitely keep an eye out because sales pop up pretty regularly. Now the base set starts at 50 pounds, which isn't anything grand, but the big advantage here is expandability. As you get stronger, you can add weight over time instead of buying an entirely new set. The stage 1 expansion kit will bump them up to 70 pounds. The stage 2 expansion kit will bump them up to 90 pounds, which for most of us is more than enough. They are also notably tough and they can handle a solid amount of abuse because of their very simple design. PowerBlocks operate with a somewhat archaic magnetic pin system that you just kind of stab into the side, but they've been using it since the 90s, so yeah, you can count on it working for you. Now these do have cages around the handles, which, like I said, some people don't love, so it is important that you keep that in mind before buying them, but yeah, PowerBlocks have been around forever for a reason. They're tried, they're true, but it is that combination of price, expandability, and long-term usability that earns them the best value spot. Okay, next category. This is gonna be a tough one. Best durable adjustable dumbbell. Another quick caveat before we go any further. Caveat number 2, because I know some people are already shouting at their computers. I have not personally used the Ironmasters or the Eisenlinks. I've said it, it's out in the open. That's how it is. And I say that because a lot of people will hail the Ironmasters or the Eisenlinks as the 2 most durable adjustable dumbbells out there. And honestly, in that very specific regard, I suspect they are probably right. They both use simple, slower adjustment systems, they are expandable, and they are extremely straightforward to operate, and they are thoughtfully built. But even knowing all of that, I strongly suspect I would still pick the Snows for this category. And here's why. In addition to being really tough, which I'll talk more of in a moment, they also have a rotating dial adjustment system that is much faster than the Ironmasters or the Eisenlinks. And while they operate in standard 10-pound jumps, you can buy some of their magnetic weights to fill in those gaps if you want to. They also use an open cage design, just like the Ironmasters and the Eisenlinks, while staying compact and well balanced. And the knurling is basically perfect. Honestly, it's some of the best knurling that I've ever felt on an adjustable dumbbell, if not the best since I started doing this thing. And yes, they are legitimately tough. You can 100% drop these things and they are going to be totally fine, just like with the Ironmasters or the Eisenlinks. The plates themselves are molded cast iron that dovetail into one another, which makes these dumbbells feel so dense, so solid, and extremely stable in hand. Put all of that together and you end up with a heavy set of adjustable dumbbells that still has a legitimate adjustment feature and still feels really tough and durable. For anyone that is furious right now, yes, I know they don't go as heavy as the Ironmasters might, and I know they are probably not exactly as tough, but I genuinely love these. They're my pick for best durable adjustable dumbbell. I'm not saying they're the most durable adjustable dumbbell, but they are the best durable adjustable dumbbell to me. That said, if you vehemently disagree with this choice, comment Ironmasters or Eisenlinks down below. I'll know what you mean. Okay, these are the heavy hitters. Now, these top 2 sets, I should definitely clarify, are based exclusively on design and build quality, not price. So these top 2 sets are not going to be cheap. Just keep that in mind as we proceed. My runner-up for Best Adjustable Dumbbell 2026 here on Strength and Steel Reviews would be the Dumbbell 100s. Now with the Dumbbells, I know a lot of people raise concerns about durability, especially when these are set at their lowest weight. But in my own experience, I've had 0 issues with them. That said, I would play it safe and try not to let them fall off your bench, and certainly don't hammer them into the ground if you get angry. Otherwise, I think these are brilliantly designed. The newest version ranges from 5 all the way up to 100 pounds. Most adjustable dumbbells start at 10 pounds, sometimes even 15, but these go lower and higher, and they operate in 5-pound incremental weight jumps instead of 10, which is amazing and frankly an incredible engineering achievement if you ask me. Even better, all that adjustability is built directly into the dumbbell, similar to the TrueLaps. No adder weights, Nothing like that. Combine all of this with a super smooth wrist style adjustment system, a narrow knurled handle, and some genuinely great color options like the tactical green pair that I own and love, and you've got one seriously sick adjustable dumbbell. It's second best in my objective, unbiased opinion. Look at me being so logical and rational. I'm doing it. Okay, time to crown a king. As much as I would like to be divisive here, I need to keep it mainstream and give the best overall adjustable dumbbell category of 2026 to the Rep Pepins. Now, these aren't my personal favorite, which I will discuss next, but they are probably the best engineered adjustable dumbbell out there right now. They're extremely tough, they're highly expandable, and they use a pop pin adjustment system that's fairly quick without sacrificing any of the dumbbell structural integrity. Now, I've documented my personal issues with these pretty extensively, and they're not the right fit for me. I don't love the pop pin system, and I've continually had issues with reseating these dumbbells into their cradle, which is a difficulty that very much removed my joy in using them. A lot of people think that was a user error on my part. Maybe they're right. You'll have to find out for yourself if you wish. I also just don't like the magnetic adder weights, but yeah, I won't complain anymore here. Most of these are personal preferences, and this is supposed to be objective. But setting aside these personal grievances, these are exceptionally well-built adjustable dumbbells, and Rep Fitness continues to prove they know how to make a premium, long-lasting set, even if that quality comes at a pretty high price point. The shipping here is free, which is nice, and these things are incredibly compact, despite being able to expand all the way up to 125 pounds, which is pretty wild. They really are so compact. If you compare them to other sets, it's kind of mind-blowing. But again, this isn't my favorite set, but it is probably the best engineered set available today. So I accept that. All right, and my own favorite set would be the Dumbbells. And yes, I know, they're expensive. I know that some people do have concerns, like I said, about their durability. I know they're not the most bomb-proof adjustable dumbbells out there. I don't care. These are the ones that I enjoy training with the most. At the end of the day, I value speed, simplicity, and feel, and the Dumbbells absolutely crush all three of those categories. The wrist style adjustment system is insanely fast. You lift, you twist, and boom, you're training. It is that wonderfully simple. No pins, no plates, no accessories, no thinking. They feel extremely balanced in hand. I love the way they feel, the way they look, the 5-pound incremental weight jumps. These are awesome adjustable dumbbells, and I don't care what anyone says. Okay, final thoughts. So if there's anything to take away from this video, it is this. There is no single perfect adjustable dumbbell for everyone. Some people care more about price, some people care more about expandability, some people care more about durability, some people care more about speed and feel. And that's exactly why I structured this video by categories instead of crowning one universal winner right out of the gate. Consider what your priorities are and make a decision for yourself, because listen, nobody cares about your equipment but you. It is your equipment, and so is the money used to purchase them. So you gotta decide for yourself. Every set I mentioned today does something exceptionally well, in my opinion. My goal here is not to tell you what to buy, it is to help you determine what you want to buy, so that you can make a smart purchase rather than buy something and be forced to replace it later. Now, if you have any changes that you would like to make to this list, let me know in the comments. I suspect there will be quite a few. And if you want to see some pretty sweet equipment reviews, I'd advise that you subscribe. I've got some really cool equipment headed this way, and you're not going to want to miss out on that. I'm busy in here, I will tell you that. Otherwise, as always, you stay strong and you stay steely, and I will catch you in the next one. Adios.